Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here to do a little tutorial today that one of my subbies, Kandy, hello Kandy, requested that I do. This is an idea that I originally saw from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures, and I probably have put my own twist on it. It's been a while since I've watched her video, but I thought I'd do it for Kandy because she asked me to. And let me grab a finished one if I have one. Yeah. What she was hoping for was a tutorial on how to do these little flip pads here. And so I've got a couple finished ones here that I did after watching Wendy. So with these, you can either put the fabric or put the binding at the top or at the side. So that's, there's a couple different ways of doing it depending on what you want to do with your book. What I did not grab is some coffee dyed paper. So I am going to grab that real fast. Sorry, my coffee dyed paper was sticking together. Okay, so anyway, to start, these are Project Life cards. Now you could cut cardstock if you don't have Project Life cards in the same shape and do the same thing. So first thing is that I do is go ahead and glue on the book pages for the inside of the cover. And then what I do is I just lay down my book page. I think this is just from a little Reader's Digest, and I just flip this over and kind of try and center it in the wording like so. Let that dry and then do the other one. And of course you could sew around these if you want to, and it looks awesome, but you don't have to have a sewing machine. You don't have to sew around them. So that's kind of nice to know too, that you can do this even if you don't have a sewing machine. So then the second one, I'm just going to place it on the words there like that. And then the next step, once you've got them on your book page, the next step, of course, is to cut around the Project Life card. And that is going to leave you with hang in there, suspense, with the inside of your booklet, which is just going to be, it's going to be text. Now the next thing you would do is go ahead and distress around the edges. I've saved you that in that I've already done that on this one, so we'll work with this one. So you've got that. Then I'm going to use some of this paper for the project that I'm currently working on. This is Dreams Etc. It's embellished collage, and it's available on her website, which I will link below. And so then you're just going to kind of decide where you want them, like if there's a certain piece of something that you want from the page. I might go here, and I'm hoping that this is wide enough. Oh yeah, and here. That's what I think I'll do. So again, I'm just going to glue my little Project Life cards here. Glue the edges and the middle real good, and then we're just going to put that down on our pattern paper where we'd like it. Perfect. And we'll do the other one. I should have cut the coffee dyed paper too, but that's all right. I can do it on camera, and then and then you're seeing the whole process anyway. So, and I think I like to use 3 pieces of paper, which are then folded, so you actually get 6 pages in your little tablet. I think that's what I did in these. Yep. Oh, maybe I did 4. I did 4. Okay. So that hopefully is getting dry. Maybe while that dries, we'll get our paper cut for the inside. How about that? Okay, so let me grab my paper cutter, and let me give you dimensions of what we're going to do here. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of coffee dyed paper. Okay. And the dimensions of this are about 3 1/4 by 11. So we only have to just cut them down this way. 3 1/4. Okay. So we should be able to do a couple of books out of one batch of 4 papers. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so let's get this cut. So we're going to go down this way, right? Because we want to keep that 11. So what did I say? 3 1/4. So I think about there, which again, you know me, I'm not super precise, but I think that will be awesome. Let's look. Yep, just perfect. Okay, so then I'm just going to take those 4 sheets and fold them in half. And I'm going to do one more cut, because I have this other one that I want to do today as well for my next project. And then we have some extra that we can use for hinges or whatever. So that's great too. Okay, so paper is cut, folded in half. Okay, so we're done with this. And we're to the point of cutting out and around our Project Life cards. So we'll do that. I'm going to just take this straight up. And I'll have a little bit of paper to do something decorative with on a piece of ephemera or something. Okay, so there's one. Whoops, got to do this corner yet. Round it. There we go. There's that one. Get this corner so I don't forget it this time. Okay, and just cut around this one. All right, so we have our front and back covers now, and it's just a matter of deciding which one you'd like on the front or the back. Gosh, I like them both. It's hard. I think I'm going to go this way. I think I'm going to have this be my front. Okay, excuse me while I ink for a minute. I just do want that. And I think this one I'm going to do it as a side, just so you can see the difference from the other ones that I had done. So I'm not going to worry about inking that side because it's going to be covered up. Okay. This is the back, so it's going to be this side. That's okay. And then we are, oh, I can't do that. I cut the paper so it would be a top flip. Never mind. So obviously, if you're gonna have your little notebook, if you're gonna have it open this way, you have to cut your paper differently. I cut it so that it was going to be a top one, so that's okay. We'll just do a top one. I did not think of that when I was chopping away there. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're just going to take our two covers. I've got some coffee dyed muslin here, and I'm just going to cut this the width of my Project Life cards. Okay, and what we're going to do is just glue this front and back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just glue this muslin, the whole thing of it, you know, and then just kind of work at putting it on. Okay. All right. So what I think I'll do is just lay a little booklet on it like that, and then fold this over, and it's glued. Perfect. I'm going to clip off this edge a little bit. It's a little over, and at this point you can also kind of round the corners if you like that. Now this one, I think I'd like a little lace along here, so I think I'm going to do that just while that dries. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of a space there. I'm actually, just for tutorial purposes, going to kind of wipe any glue off of there, just because I want it to hurry up and dry so that we can put in the pages. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over for a second, and we're going to find some pretty lacy stuff to put on it. I was looking at this one. Because this is kind of a frilly, girly kit, so I think that would be cute to put some lace on it. And I'm just gonna glue it. The part that you are gonna need to sew, though, is sew the pages in. But you could use a pamphlet stitch. I mean, you could hand sew it if you don't have a sewing machine. So there is that too. I do think, you know, you can adapt this project if you don't have a sewing machine. I think you're still going to be okay. So I'm just going to put this on there. I hope that doesn't get in my way of putting in the pages, but we'll see. Just going to hold that for a second. Let the Fabri-Tac grab. And then my fingers are going to be stuck to it. See what I mean? They do get stuck. Shoot. Wow, that just doesn't want to stick on there. That's interesting. Okay, plan B. Let's try some of this. That's interesting. I would have thought that would have stuck right on there. But we'll just use this, because I think it will. As usual, I do a tutorial and something goes awry. It's just how I roll. Oh. Okay, so let's stick that on there, and then we still have the little fringes of the muslin, but has a little decorative element too. So let's just do this, make sure it's pretty straight and everything. And I like that. That's fun. And then I'm just going to round its corners too. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So I think probably the Fabri-Tac is dry enough in that spot. So what we're going to do is just take our pages, put them in the little space between the front and back cover, just like this. And we're basically going to be sewing through the paper and the fabric. We won't really even hit the cardstock of the Project Life card. So let's see, am I in? Yep. Okay, so we've got our paper lined up. So we're just going to follow the crease in the paper, and I am going to go back and forth and kind of tie this off. Okay. And voila, we have our little tablet. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it's what you were looking for, Kandy. They really are super simple. It's just covering the Project Life card with book page, and then with whatever decorative paper, then making a little fabric hinge, and there you go. So I hope you'll try it at home, and thank you again to Wendy for the initial inspiration and directions on how to make these fun little tablets out of Project Life cards. So have a great day, everybody, and I hope you have some time to get creative. We'll talk to you later. Bye.